Okay.
Hello, world.
So basically, I have a thing so that since Twitch has their own currency, that basically since I don't have a thing to just use that to do like requests and all that, that I just had to convert funbucks, but I'm going to turn that off soon because I'm just going to make it so that you can just do the requests through that.
By that, you mean the Twitch bucks?
Well, I'm going to turn off. I'm going to turn off the conversion and just make it a hey, you can request through here as well.
Oh, okay. So I'm not going to get 10,000 fun bucks.
No, you're going to get a proper conversion rate. And just have it as another thing.
Oh, okay. I don't think you added the stuff.
I haven't added it yet. I just am
Okay,
going to in the future.
No worries. It's not a big deal. You are probably sick of my requests already. Is the side stream up?
Yeah.
Maybe I have the wrong URL or something.
Max, you should buy Legend of Dragoon.
You just got like 150,000
Shut
fun
Lolo.
bucks.
Shut the fuck up,
Don't
Lolo.
Do not buy him anything. He can buy his own.
You shut your mouth right now and let me get stuff for free.
I mean, if Max is just gonna buy your stuff, I can just remove all of your fun bucks.
Coward. Why do you punish me so much, Lolo? Yeah, this mic arm's actually pretty good. Or mic stand, rather.
Just out of curiosity, did you get a shock mount?
What is that?
So the shock mount is a thing that you put on your mic so that if you move anything on your desk, that it won't shake the mic. It basically like kind of holds the microphone with a bunch of bungee cord so that it will like shake more like freely.
Let me show you.
Yeah, like those old-time radio mics where there's a big hoop.
I'm gonna post this in images.
My desk is made out of metro shelving, so I have bolted the microphone to the desk with sponges in between it and the shelf.
That is my microphone. Yes, I know my room's messy. Shut up.
That is a very nice microphone.
That's a Turtle Beach HD stream mic.
I was trying to figure out the mechanics of it.
So, if you look at the end where the green light is, you see that little kind of circular black piece. That's where it hooks onto the actual arm of the stand. And then I can actually tilt and turn the mic, and you see those little knobs there that tightens it up, so I can tilt it and all that good stuff. But the stand just sits at the edge, because originally I had one of those scissor arms, but I just didn't like the way it was, and it was a little too limited as to where I could put it. Whereas this, I can position just about anywhere and angle it just the exact right way. And I can get it right up in my face, unlike with the scissor arm, which was very, very limited with range as well.
Yeah, I could post a picture when this is done of what mine looks like, and maybe you can kind of understand what I mean. Because the thing with a shock mic that's nice is that if you bump your desk on accident, then you're not it's not gonna pick up as much.
Right. I mean, that's kind of why I don't think I'll need one, because mine doesn't even touch my desk. It hovers. The only downside to this mic is it's omnidirectional. So the back and the front.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure I know there's a setting that probably I don't think there's a setting that I can block the back end of it, but I could probably just grab
If there's knobs on the back of it, you can probably do something with it. All right. So, hello and welcome to a Sunday edition of Retro Rank Rhapsody. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna do this episode so I can get the Doom on Friday. But yeah, before we get to Doom, we kind of need to do a certain other franchise, and that is Wolfenstein, because Wolfenstein is kind of the direct, Wolfenstein 3D in particular is kind of the direct predecessor of Doom, so kind of got to cover that first. So, Wolfenstein has kind of a weird history because it did not start actually as an id property. It started as kind of the brainchild of one Silas Warner, who in 1981 created the first game, which was Castle Wolfenstein. Originally, I believe the first launched platform for it was the Apple II, but it got ported to pretty much all the other, PCs at the time, so all the microcomputers. Or at least the majority of them. I know the Commodore 64 had it. But that's actually the Commodore 64 version is actually going to be the one we're going to run. Because it's the one that kind of looks the best. One. Yeah. I would say it's the one
reason's good too, by the way.
It's the one that looks the best. I say in quotation marks because this game's old.
It's a very, very Spartan-looking game, no matter which version you do.
Let me just launch this. Oop, are you? Okay, I guess.
I mean, it makes sense considering it was early '80s when it came out, so it didn't have.
Yeah, it was 81.
Yeah.
Okay, let me restart RetroArch.
This game's kind of a little bit of a piss to run.
Well, it's more that this game's kind of a piss in general.
Yeah, it's. Yeah.
There you go. So, we'll now be taking the Castle Wolfenstein. And load that automatically. So, you can play with the keyboard or the joystick. I think it's actually better to play this with the keyboard. It's going to be great because I forgot exactly what the controls are because this game has really weird controls.
Oh, yeah, this game came out this is actually before we had proper WASD based stuff. In fact, everything we're playing today, if I remember correctly, does not use WASD in its original format.
That is correct.
I think WASD became standard around the time of Doom. Actually,
it was more Quake-ish, I believe.
Quake? Okay, yeah.
Because I remember playing Doom with the arrow keys. I have to change something because RetroArch, in their infinite wisdom, if you put on game focus mode, disables all the hotkeys except for the frame advance button.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You need to set frame advance to
like set to something else. Something on.
You need to set it higher because it runs fucking slow.
Well, no. So the frame advance button in RetroArch, if you keep on pressing it, it will go advance manually a frame by frame every time you press it. So it's essentially acting as a pause. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if the Commodore 64 has arrow keys, so that's great.
Yeah, so I believe okay, so to understand how you need to move, this actually in a weird way acts like a twin stick shooter. So basically if you look at your keyboard, R is move up, D is move left, G is move right, and V is move down. With F,
I remember this.
When you hit F, you will stand still. Because if you just hit the button, you will just continue moving until you hit the button to stop. Also, E acts as up left, T acts as up right, and kind of so forth. Now, if I believe, is it U or I? So it's so you also have your gun, which O is up, K is left. Semicolon is right.
Period is down.
And period is down.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm interested. Also, tilde is shoot. Also, if you run to the something, that will happen. And you hit there. Also, a lot of things take a long time in real time. Okay, so let me readjust myself. Okay.
Fun fact, these controls are also similar to the controls used in the original System Shock, which is much later, but it's great that that game used such an archaic control scheme.
Okay, I can forgive a lot, but I really have to know why the game does that when you walk into a wall.
I think, I don't know if that's an emulator issue. Because if you play the DOS version, yeah, it doesn't do that.
Yeah, the original DOS version is just kind of makes a noise and that's about it.
And yeah, you have to wait real time for this.
You could probably speed this up.
Well, problem is that the way it's set up is I have to do this and then this. Cannonballs. Oh, God, it was a good thing I didn't shoot that because you can shoot crates. Okay, so let me make sure I have my hands. Okay. So he's gonna just stay in his little thing until he's done. Or for eternity. War plans. I need those. So I believe the goal is to get to the war plans, plant a bomb, and then get out. Or is that beyond?
You have found Hitler's plans, and now it's time to bomb Hitler.
That'd be great. go the other way.
I believe the Nazis in this operate on line of sight rule,
Yes, they do.
and I believe by line of sight rule, it's only the direction they're facing, so if you're
Oh.
above them, they can't see you. Also doesn't care about his friend that just got shot in the same room. So satisfying.
Oh, he cares. If you shoot a guy in the room, they get aggroed.
Oh, he didn't get aggroed this time.
I think it is. There's a little RNG element to it.
I think it's they have to be looking at them when they actually get shot. I don't think the AI's like advanced enough at this point for them to actually pick up things around them without them
Also,
visually seeing
I don't
it.
know how to pick up bullets separately because I have not been able to do that. Damn it.
I don't know. Let's see when he gets into another room, because I'm pretty sure that when you shoot, it aggroes them, because they can hear it.
Right, but he did shoot while he was in this room, and the other guy just kept on doing his patrol route.
Well, I think he was trying to do some evasive maneuver that didn't work.
Yeah, he pulled. When they're aggroed, they pull out their gun. They don't automatically charge you though when their guns are out.
Also love the sprite work.
Oh, that didn't work.
So what you did was the opposite of what I think you wanted to do.
These controls really suck.
They do.
We're gonna start a new game. Because the thing is that, okay, what is, let me just make sure it didn't freeze it. Nope, it didn't. Nope.
Press K.
Well, I was trying to do that. No, I was trying to start a new game, but I don't think the control is bound to something different.
Could be.
Because this is a Commodore.
So it also gives you a hint as to how to deal with the more powerful enemies.
Yep.
By the way...
Okay. It just didn't give me an indicator that it started a new game. Okay.
Mm-hmm. What's up,
By
Bob?
the way, this particular game...
Actually...
I've always found digital speech on this system kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
It's so unnatural. I don't know.
Yeah. So I think you automatically pick them up. And then you can search them again for extra loot.
Okay, so it kept the same castle.
Is there no way to check your inventory?
I think if I hit enter. Okay. Also, yeah, I have 10 bullets, so...
So for this guy, Lolo, you don't need to get next to him. Just get above him at an angle. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's very hard to...
Yeah. Lining shit up in this game is not fun.
Because also, the fire is on tilde, so I have to move my hand.
What were we thinking?
881, the fact that we can do this is pure magic.
I mean, the fact that we're still doing it to this day is magic to me. No matter how much I learn about programming and game design, it's still, it's just magic to me. None of this should work. At all.
I love that you're bothering to get the sauerkraut.
Look, sauerkraut is important because how are you going to make a fucking Reuben? Because that's the only way that it's appropriate to eat sauerkraut, in my opinion, because that stuff's pretty gross.
Okay, so...
They're kind of like really bigoted ducks. Right to the slaughter.
Also, there is a way to hold up enemies.
And then you get your their dog tags.
If your gun is pointed in the correct direction and they bump into you in the right angle, there's a chance that they'll surrender. And you can actually bluff people with an empty gun, which is pretty wild for an 80s game.
100% of video games are held together by duct tape, wishes, and blood pacts with Satan.
Oh, that's a bad room.
Nope, it's good. It's fine. It's all good. Everything's fine.
Regular Nazis stay in their rooms. Only SS guys will pursue you from room to room.
Yep. And the only way to kill the SS is with a grenade, basically.
Oh, or a crap ton of bullets and get really lucky.
Yeah. But you don't want to do that.
$8. Damn. Okay, looks
You
like we're gonna have
can
to go.
try shooting it. You can try shooting a door to open it.
I hate this effect so much. Johnny, we deal with them the exact same way we deal with every Nazi.
Nope.
Punch and or shoot them.
Okay, let's. I wonder if it's.
I assume you can only take one hit.
Yes. Okay, is there?
Yeah, there's a lot of RNG going on, but usually one bullet kills you.
I was trying to wonder if there. What's the key that they bound Alt or Control to? Whatever. Let's try this again. Also, we can just go on to the next game too. Which is great because
This game is pretty long.
it is pretty long. Also, it's very archaic.
Yeah. I have a sentence that I'd like to give the both of you that I think the both of you will both know and appreciate. Are you ready? It has nothing to do with this game.
Sure.
Okay. Connectivity limit issues with our company's enterprise remote meeting software, so we're sideloading mic access into an illegal Second Life pet party mod hosted on a delisted LimeWire P2P server.
Okay.
I just saw it and felt like sharing. Just because I don't have anything else to add about Castle Wolfenstein. And it amused me.
Yeah, this was an early hit for Muse Software, who had developed their voice synthesis, and they were really proud of it, as you can see by putting it in this game.
I mean, what this game accomplishes is pretty impressive, even if it handles like ass.
Oh,
And-
Jesus.
Oh,
Where'd
yeah,
you
so
come
there's
from?
our SS guy. He's pretty upset with us.
If you point your gun at him, you may be able to hold him up and steal his vest.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
If you walk into that wall, you could give the
Nope.
group seizures.
I think that I'm good with this game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what this game has to offer.
I don't think this is your kind of game.
Also, this is not a game you can. I think would have had to play it back then to kind of get some enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, kind of. This isn't anybody's game because it's really not one you can play for more than like once, and then you beat it, and then you got it. It's good.
Yeah, let's see the next one. Or you're gonna rate this?
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta rate this.
That is as far as we're gonna get.
So, I think which one's the one that's past its prime?
That's 17 technically.
I'm gonna put it right there.
Let's see. I'm gonna.
I don't want to put it at the bottom. It's got too many neat ideas, and there's too much.
Yeah,
effort put
I
into
think it tries a lot of things to make it.
I think we should give it some sort of technical achievement charm, because it's a stealth game, there's looting, there's a variety of bluffing, there's just a lot going on. And the voice synthesis, too. They didn't just do the voice samples, they also changed the pitch. So if four guys yell Octung, it all sounds different. It's just a lot of tech milestones, but I would agree that, no, this is not aged well at all.
No.
Yeah.
There's, because we kind of agreed that 17 was where it's like, okay, it's done a lot of neat things, however, passage of time has not been kind to it, and there's other things that have done it better. Clearly, that is the case on all of those counts for this game. It's
Yeah.
not a terrible game by any standard.
It just
But it
has
doesn't hold up.
aged massively, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. So Castle Wolfenstein, I think we said 17.
Yes. So that's where I'm at. I don't know if anybody else agrees.
I think that is probably good for it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight on this one.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
And I'm gonna let slip that it's gonna. You're gonna hear me say 17 a bit during this stream.
Well, let's see. This is a PC game. And that is...
I guess you don't have a Commodore 64?
Oh, right, yeah. Actually, well, do have a Commodore 64. I do kind of feel like I should put it as Apple II, because I think that was the launch one, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you played the C64 version.
Yeah, you got to put it on C64, dude.
Let's see, and then I don't really have a stealth one because there really isn't a whole lot of them that I felt like it was needed its own tag.
You have like a historical era war thing?
Well,
I mean,
for genre, I could put high concept because that's kind of what it is for its time.
Because it is a stealth game, but I guess if you wanted to stretch the meaning of it, you could probably go with puzzle game. Kind of.
You could also go maze game, but that's kind of what it is.
It's technically a maze roguelike.
I'm gonna just say high concept because I don't know, it wasn't maze-like enough to me.
They do a reasonably good job of capturing the escape from World War II prison theme, which is like movies, because you always feel desperate in the entire game all the way through.
And you should definitely have a stealth subgenre.
Yeah. Let's see, and then this is... Oh.
This is war. This is war.
Yeah.
Probably the most apolitical game we've played so far, though. Definitely.
Yeah.
No politics in any of the games that we're playing today.
Let's see.
Probably should get something under the...
Let's see.
Was that, Bob?
Probably should get something under the music sound category for the Jedi speech.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's see.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You could put the mouth emoji in there.
Or let's see, is there just a standard microphone?
There should be.
Yeah, we can do microphone. I'm also gonna put the light bulb for that.
God, the keyboard setup for this game is so ass.
I would say it's difficult. We saw how it went. It's difficult.
Yeah. I think also it is. I just wanted to make sure that I had that in there. Also, I do want to what was I gonna say? Because the thing is that because I know that there's like NetHack, a lot of people are like, oh, the control scheme is weird, because that is the control scheme for it was how you controlled using Vim. But this is not the case for that because none of them use Vim layout.
And I would actually thumb up on visuals because they looked exactly as they needed to. You could tell what everyone was. And again, for a game of that time, it looking as good as it does is something to mark down. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know if I yeah, let me I'm just trying to think. I feel I should notify that it's kind of in a weird control.
It all.
Well, it's more I want to note that it's going to be like
hard to control.
So, what's the theater mask thing for?
That's story. Story theatrics, like, if a game has like cutscenes and all that, I don't think this definitely wouldn't count.
Why don't you put? Well, no, because you like the idea of the stealth gameplay, but you think the controls.
It's the way that it's the mechanisms behind it. I like the idea. The idea of it's great. It's just the control.
I mean, there is
a. Oh, I was going to suggest, I think you should put the light bulb in the yay column because we like the idea of World War II escape movie.
That's because the light bulb is
specifically... It's not about it being World War II escape movie. It's that the mechanics that they introduced were actually different for its time.
Yeah,
and even though they don't hold up well now...
Yeah, because right here, it's neat idea, but not well executed.
And I agree.
Yeah, that's why I was going to suggest, neat. Well, because then you already said it for the gameplay. It's like you already rated the game 17, so if anybody sees... you really like the idea of the gameplay, but you already said it's not very well executed. Yeah. I think you're good.
Yeah, I think...
you could use the collision symbol emoji for nay, and just have that kind of represent that. And we could just kind of have that as sort of like handles really poorly, or something like that.
I would say I think you're just overthinking it. This looks good.
I think we're good, because unless I did... Oh, wait, I think I have... Yeah, I have some... the pretzel. we could kind of use, even though it's
Yeah,
complex.
yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, 100% on that one. Yeah, because that does need to be notated that the controls are octopus.
Okay, that's good for Castle Wolfenstein.
Yes, it is.
Okay, now time to move on to
The sequel.
Yep. The sequel, which came out 3 years later. Which is Beyond Castle Wolfenstein. Which has some weird mechanics to it.
You don't say.
Also, it's going to be great because I kind of forgot what the controls for this one are, so I'm going to have to learn those on the fly. Because there's a thing in here that I couldn't kind of figure out how to get it to work.
Let's see here.
Also, if you're looking up the controls, make sure you look up the Commodore 64 ones.
You
Because
got
they
it.
are different between platforms, as I unfortunately found out. Although I think this one is kind of closer to the PC one.
I think
Hey.
the Apple uses numbers in a keypad formation, which is really weird because the Apple II does not have a keypad.
Not only did I find the controls, I have a scan of the guide. Or the guide, the instruction booklet.
Okay, so let's see.
Okay, so your aiming keys, it's going to be a 9-key setup, Lolo, starting with Q and ending with C. And they all correspond to the directions
Okay,
you would
so that's
assume.
movement. That's how the PC game is.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Now S is your stop. And
Yep.
everything surrounding X moves you in that corresponding direction.
Yep.
Your aiming starts at I and ends at question mark.
Okay.
So it's IK.
Yep. And so it's IOP, K,
IOP.
yep, IOP, KL, semicolon, and comma, period.
Yes. Now holster
Slash.
is L,
Yep.
and those are your controls.
Is there, there should be a scan lower that has the entire keyboard. Because if it's like the other one.
Ah, yeah, I have the full. Which thing are you looking
So
for?
is there anything that's present badge or something?
Show pass is number keys 1 through 5.
Okay, so it's just hitting the number keys. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's try this. Oops.
And I'm gonna post this in Mike Wielders, which is not in my Discord. It is in your Discord.
Yep.
There we are. And I'm gonna take.
Oh, it's probably loading because it's got a.
Be right back.
Or alternatively. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay. Yeah, basically we are trying to get the... Oh, okay, sure. Okay, so we have past 5, which is unfortunate because I think we're on 1. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. IOP, there. And then I take it that fire... I'm just going to fire... Okay, it is the same button. Okay. I believe that is an alarm. All right.
It is. So in this game, you are actually in Hitler's bunker, and your mission is to assassinate Hitler.
Okay.
To do this, you'll have to pass various checkpoints, and you'll have to find the bomb.
Oh, shit. Right. Probably shouldn't have my gun out until I need it.
Huh. I think you get multiple hits from this one.
Sometimes it can miss.
Yeah, this is an old school game, so there's a random chance the bullet won't hit you.
It said you were wounded, which I assume means it wasn't instant.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I think the wounded slows you down, so you'll start to do a weird stagger. Which is going to be a problem because you're going to set a time bomb. So in this one, if the guards become aggroed, they will start walking towards
good.
that alarm box, and if they get to that, they will set off the alarm.
Oh,
Achtung.
that was unfortunate.
So the guy behind the desk saw that you had your gun out, and because he saw that, he pushed the alarm button. So you can't let guys at desks see you; they have alarms.
No, we have not gone to my Laban yet.
Yeah, that's at the end.
Which is not going to be that much further. Oh, right. Nope.
Surprisingly, the German in this game is actually pretty good.
I mean, they're just going with, attention.
Yeah, and they'll say things like when you walk in a room with a guy at a desk, he'll actually say "Kommen Sie."
Like they're not getting it to very deep,
Oop.
Translation, just simple words.
Oh. Okay. Let's try that again.
It's going good.
If you got the controls, I think there's a key dedicated to doing the Hitler salute.
Okay.
If I recall correctly, I might be mistaken because I thought you could say "Heil Hitler" and they'll say "Heil Hitler" back if they believe you.
I believe that is if you show the right pass. I believe it'll do that.
I think you're right, which we haven't seen yet.
I don't think the guy in this game has a name, Portable Stove.
Yeah, we're not BJ yet.
Yeah, Bear nailed it.
Actually, I think it's BJ Blazkowicz in the first game. Let me check.
Well, I know it's BJ in Wolfenstein 3D, but
As far as the story goes, I don't see anything listed about the character's name. It's just you're you.
okay, let's try that again. Yeah, the IDs, you see the numbers at the side, those are IDs. We just need to show the correct one, which is random, because of course it is.
Damn right. Why would they actually let you know which one you need?
Oh good, it's the same things even in those things. Their forgery is great. Yep, there you go. Okay, so 1 is the one for this floor, and it's the same for the floor. That was the wrong button.
It comes much later, but something similar does actually happen in Medal of Honor. Where you have to pick up identification cards and show them off. It's going good.
Yeah, I believe this is old school quasi-realism. I don't think the alarm ever goes off.
Well, we're playing this like the original then.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, see, the disadvantage of the alarms being on is that random guards spawn. I wonder if this influenced any other game creators.
At least when you're wounded, and if someone else is walking, gets a nice beat. Oh.
I can dance to it. Your character can't, but I can.
Let's start one more bunker, and then let's say this is the run.
Yeah. Because we've seen basically all that we super need to see about this. I keep thinking that's a box of tissues.
See, that's the...
That's bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish at least to let you start off with one that was accurate.
They said you can bribe people. Do you know the button for that?
I do not.
I'm looking it up.
Let's see.
I got you covered, Lolo. Bribe guards is M.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Oop. Oop, chip. Okay, I think
Bear's got the true gamers hints right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So where do you think I'm gonna put this one, Lolo?
I'm gonna say probably at 17.
You got it.
Well, this was like 3 years after, right?
Yeah, it's 3 years after.
I would say this is a bit less novel by that point, so I'm okay putting it to maybe 18, maybe 19.
The only thing is, though, I think that it does have some things that are better than the original game.
On the opposite end, though, it does add the pass thing, which
Thank you.
completely fucks up the gameplay
Alex, Kid in
entirely.
Miracle World.
Like, it has some neat little additions, but the additions of the passes really completely screws up the flow.
All right, 18 sounds about right then.
Okay, let's see. Hold on, let me before I forget.
Let's see, I'm at 17, Bob's at 18. Rafferty, what about you?
I would be at least at 17 because I'm not really sure how to qualify this. It's like I'm watching you struggle to play this, and it's like I'm just kind of in this opinion that, yeah, I'm getting that you're not getting into it, but there's a lot of complexity to the game because what you have to do is you have to get all the way to the bunker, plant the bomb, and then escape. And that puts in a lot of logic of how many people you're willing to kill to get through here, because you have to run away at the end and there's a time. You have to get out before the time expires. So a lot of this is plotting your way in and deciding like how fast you can eliminate guards, checkpoints, which you have to decide if you want to get past them or if you just want to murder the guy who's there, because you have to be strategic in how you kill everyone. And we're not doing any of that because you're not going to spend the 5 to 10 hours learning to master the controls. So I kind of feel like this game isn't getting a fair shake, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
I think it's getting a fair shake, though, because we're judging it on the merits of not just can you learn the game, but is the game, at least from a cursory glance, something you can get into?
If you're gonna judge it on that criteria, you should just give it like an 18 or a 19 or whatever.
I mean, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. What about you, Lolo? I mean, we've already given our thoughts on the number. What about you?
I do kind of agree that I do feel kind of bad doing this because I know it's the kind of thing you play a game that you know you're not doing it right, and it's like, okay, I know that like I'm not feeling it, but also I know that there's just something that I'm not getting. And I think a lot of that is time, because it plays so different than anything else that comes out today. So it's just weird. But if it was like in the weird heyday of like when all those games were coming out, that it would be like, oh, it's something that I can adjust to more. It's just that there's so many things that everything's become so standardized now that it's kind of hard to adjust to something like this.
So that's kind of why I would put it at 17, because I don't think there's anything technically wrong with the game. I mean, we don't have twin stick controllers; those won't exist for another 20 years.
Yeah,
right.
What it is more like, because we have the category of 17 where it hasn't aged well. Obviously, we're not looking at it as let's rank it based on if we were at that exact time and moment when this game came out. We're ranking it as it is now compared to what has happened since then. So we have to take that.
I'm saying 18 because what it does isn't novel anymore because it's already been done 3 years ago.
Which is fair. However, I would counter that it does add some new stuff for better and worse. So it does try to iterate on itself. Whether it executes it well or not, I say it doesn't. just as much as the first one didn't do a very good job executing what it originally planned out to do. Is my counter to that.
It's part of me still also the thing is that I don't know if it so much slows down is that you're not playing it like in the same way as original, because this one you can be a lot more cavalier with walking around, because you can, if you have the same pass, then you can just kind of walk by, you just walk up to him, you give him the pass, and then as long as you're on that floor, then you're fine. When you get to other floors, it's weird. Whereas in the original, you couldn't if someone saw you, it was straight up combat. Whereas this, you can kind of walk around, and it was a lot of like actual sneaking, which could be enticing to some people.
I think right. I mean, and you're supposed to plant the bomb and then get back out, which involves backtracking to the same area under a time limit. Mm-hmm. And I think not doing. I mean, you could just give the game a poor rate, but there's I'm trying to think of another game that actually does. There wasn't any games that did that at the time, and there aren't a lot of games that do that now.
Right.
But I can understand if this game is so alien and you want to give it a bad review because you can't understand it, then I can understand that.
It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with that we understand it, but it hasn't aged well. It's not a matter of bagging on it. It's a neat game with some neat ideas, but the ideas have been done better since then. Metal Gear Solid, Splinter Cell. If you want to go to the games with backtracking, there are tons of games that have you backtrack after completing an objective. This isn't a unique game anymore. It was at the time, but it doesn't execute its ideas well. And
I don't want to get in a big debate of how this game is different from those. So yeah, 17, 18, it works.
Yeah, I think we can probably just. I personally feel like I kind of like some of the additions that it added, so I do kind of feel that it should be at 17.
All right, I can live with 17.
Oops, where did my thing go? There it is. Beyond Castle Wolfenstein, 17. 4 by Muse.
Fun fact, by the way, the guy who made these games is apparently an accomplished classical musician.
Silas Warner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, unfortunately, he is no longer with us. He passed away in 2004.
Yeah.
Damn.
After out with I think it was lung cancer. But yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think because I knew the name Silas Warner because I always associate him. I'm like he worked on something else, right? No, he was. It seemed like he made a lot of games, but I think Wolfenstein was still these were his claim to fame.
There's a game called Space Taxi that's pretty fun if you like lunar.
Oh yeah, that game.
Games.
Yeah, that game seemed neat. I haven't played it, but I've seen people play it. So I think kind of almost the same ratings.
Yeah. I think all the same icons should be okay.
Yeah.
So fun fact, actually I just lost it, but where is it? So Warner actually was inspired to make Castle Wolfenstein after seeing a video game adaptation of Berserk.
Which makes sense considering that this kind of does play like Berserk in a weird way.
Not of Berserk, but a game called Berserk. It's kind of like Robotron.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying the Berserk. The
Berserk.
arcade game. Berserk.
My brain was like, oh no, wait, was that the manga?
No, I'm not talking about Guts in Casca.
No, it was the Robotron-esque game Berserk.
No,
that's what inspired Castle Wolfenstein.
Yeah, it's a chicken fight like a robot. Berserk.
And it was also the theme of it was inspired by an adaptation of The Guns of Navarone, made for TV film in the 1960s.
Guns for Navarone Guns of Navarone is a famous World War II movie. The game has a very strong World War II movie theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is specifically, according to this, the 1961 film adaptation of The Guns of Navarone.
Yep. All right. So, those were the two first Wolfenstein games. So, before we get to the actual one that people know of, we're going to take a slight detour to talk about some games that kind of were slightly inspired because there's a game that Wolfenstein 3D that the Wolfenstein 3D used the engine of that we're going to take a look at. But before we get to that one, we have to take a look at another game. Also because this also is a game that is actually by what would be id Software. Also, I don't know if we're going to get the full ranking treatment because these games, it's been a little crashy on me lately. So I don't know if we're going to get a full session out of these, but we're going to take a look at them at least. So this first one.
This is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see what you think of this and what other people think of this.
Oh, whoops. Oh, there we go. So yes, this is a Catacomb. Oh, also, I think I need to speed it up a little bit.
Just a teeny bit, yeah.
Because I had to turn down the cycling because when I played the DOS version of it, it was going way too fast. So if I do this... There we go. This would be running more akin. So yes, this is a Catacomb, which is basically... if that case, then you could... If you know it, then while I do this, would you mind?
So, yeah, absolutely. So, kind of a quick thing of what we're doing here. We're playing a magician named Petton Everhall. And we're here to basically go to a palace and collect treasures from an empire that has basically fallen. Carmack, I believe, if I remember correctly, created this as more of a kind of like a proof of concept. And there's 3 of these. There's 3 of these that are exactly the same. They all play the same. They all look the same. None of them iterate on themselves any further. But what you see in here sort of bleeds over into the next, the 2 games after it. So, I mean, Catacomb and Catacombs are basically kind of the same game. They play the same. They kind of look the same. Your goal's basically the same. But some of the stuff you're going to see in here, collecting the keys to open the doors, as well as shooting walls to reveal secrets, you're going to see in a later one, and then that sort of iterates into a completely different thing in the final game. But this is where this is in a sense where Wolfenstein 3D as we know it began, because while the story begins with Castle Wolfenstein, the actual engine itself starts from here and then fully becomes realized just a couple games later.
Yeah. So, let's start. Also, I hope you enjoy PC Speaker.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Give me that sound blaster, baby.
Okay, there it is. Control.
I still can't tell if this is running too fast or not. It seems a little bit fast.
You know, with DOS games, I can never tell. I don't know.
This is a couple frames too quick, yeah, but you could probably slow it down just a little bit.
Yeah, well, the problem is that I have, it's giving me, the way to speed it up is, I don't have the minute detail to, it's probably either going to be way too fast or way too slow. And this is the problem that I had running into, where it just, occasionally it would just freeze.
So, this game has 30 levels.
Let's try that again.
And so you're going to get, basically your goal in each level is you need to get to those mirrors, right?
Yep.
So you can get to them either through getting a key and opening a door, or shooting a wall and the wall breaks open and you get into that way.
So yeah,
that's about right.
In general, this plays a lot like kind of a little bit like Gauntlet. They probably had some inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Considering how much.
Do you remember the crappy Gauntlet we played on the Lynx?
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine that game owes a lot to this.
And you know what else? It just kind of takes me back a little bit to one we did a while ago, a compilation of games, ZZT, because it has just sort of a similar feel to it.
Yeah, there's a DOS game called Snipe that's a lot like this, where you go through a maze and shoot at guys.
Yep. So you've got 4 types of attacks. You've got your fireball, super fireball, a bolt, and a nuke. the bolt and nuke are scrolls. So B is bolt and is nuke.
Yep, and you just hit the letter to cast it, which I found on accident when I was testing.
Mm-hmm. And you can charge up your attack for your super fireball, or you can spam the attack for your regular fireball.
Found the super fireball to be a lot more consistent.
Yeah. Super fireball is nice because it penetrates.
Yep, that is what has happened. So that is why I said I got to figure out what's going on with it. Also, I'm going to stop that.
Thank you.
So that is why I was saying we're not going to get a whole thing of it. We're not getting the ranking treatment because that's about as much. There's something going on that I need to fix.
Well, there's more than that though. There's only 5 different enemies. There's 30 levels. They all basically look the same. One level tells you everything you need to know about this game.
Yeah, I do still want to play a little bit more of it just to get a little bit before we actually put a full ranking to it.
That's fair.
I would put it below Gauntlet at least, wherever you put Gauntlet.
Well, we're going to move on to Catacomb 3D because we're not going to...
Yeah, I can tell you right off the bat, Catacomb and Catacombs are basically the same game. You don't need to do both of them. So this is where everything we've just played, Castle Wolfenstein and Catacombs, comes together to create the skeleton for what Wolfenstein 3D becomes.
Yep.
This is the engine that was used for Wolfenstein 3D.
Also, at this point, they were id Software.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not 100% correct to say it's the engine.
Oops.
Carmack's on the record of saying that they weren't reusing engines for each game. They were rewriting the code from scratch because they learned stuff better.
Also, I see this game has mouse support. Let me try this. Oh, are you...
Did you break it again, Lolo?
Yeah, it's just starting right off the bat. I don't know why it's doing that.
Are you using RetroArch? Or...
Yeah, I'm using RetroArch.
This is
yeah,
DOS.
I'm using
DOSBox?
using RetroArch. I'm using DOSBox through RetroArch.
Oh, because my other recommendation might be if it's still giving you a hassle, try using Defend Reloaded.
I will do that when I am not trying to focus on another game.
No, I got you.
Release, right?
Yes, I'm just running it through.
Shouldn't it come with just a shortcut then you can just run?
It does, but it's a lot. It's easier if I just do it through RetroArch.
Yeah, because if you want to capture anything off DOS, off of GOG's stuff, you got to run an extra line, I think, or maybe just take it Defend.
It's just I've had weird behavior with the DOSBox through. I'm having it through here, but I'm also having weird behavior with the DOSBox through, or just the standard one.
Whenever I've run DOS, I've always run it through Defend Reloaded, which is just a simple GUI that kind of keeps everything together. But yeah, no, I got you.
Also, another game that kind of focuses, or that Wolfenstein kind of takes from, is Ultima Underworld.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yep.
Can't wait till we do that too. But yeah, so you're gonna see and hear a lot of things that kind of became hallmarks in Wolf 3D.
Like the weird control scheme for... Oh.
Yep. Also, in this one, secret walls need to be shot. You can't open them by walking into them and interacting.
And there we go. I don't know why it's doing that.
The nuclear explosion is your power meter.
Yep,
yes.
It is, but it just takes all my control away from me, is the problem. So,
this is a shame.
Yep. Anyway, that's Ultima Under. That's Catacombs 3D.
So, I should note real quick before we move on. They made 3 more games in this series, and I think the last one is in the future for some reason.
Yeah, they have medieval, and then present day, and then future.
Yep, there's Catacomb 3D, A New Dimension, and then Catacomb 3D, The Descent. There's also Catacombs 3.
Which is great.
Yeah.
So, now it comes on to this. Wolfenstein 3D. So, basically, I believe it's Carmack somewhat inspired by, or was it Carmack, or was it Romero at this point as well?
So Romero is actually involved in The Descent, in Catacombs, or Catacomb 3D, I'm sorry.
What about Wolfenstein 3D?
Wolf 3D, I'm pretty
Wikipedia
sure.
says Carmack and Romero were both programmers on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Romero was working with Carmack on Catacomb and then worked with him directly on Wolfenstein 3D as well. So,
yeah. So yes, Wolfenstein 3D, developed by completely different people than Castle Wolfenstein, but anyway. So, I was originally just going to do the PC release of this, but Bobinator pointed me towards another version of the game that, after playing it, I'm like, this actually is probably the better way to do it because, one, it controls a lot better, and two, it has different music, but then again, the music to Wolf, it's Robert Prince doing the music, but also it's early DOS music, so you can barely hear it. So, we are going to be doing the 3DO version.
Oh, thank you.
Wikipedia says Todd Dennis did the music for the 3DO one.
Yeah, the music's different, but
it's based off of Robert Prince's versions.
Yeah, the music is the only difference. Also, it's a bitch loud.
Just a bit.
Oh, and FMV, because we're a freaking 3DO game.
Yeah. So the fun fact about Catacomb 3D is it was one of the first games to basically, well, the first FPS is arguably Maze Wars, but in terms of actually rendering the player's hand as the weapon in a first-person perspective was originally done in Catacombs 3D. And then the technology that they developed for that was then iterated on to create this.
Yep.
So you combine Castle Wolfenstein and Catacombs 3D, and you get Wolfenstein 3D.
So Logicware, I believe, is the porter of this.
Mm-hmm.
Published by Interplay. Which is great seeing that logo again. But also... That's such a great title screen.
It really is. I'm sorry, this soundtrack is so much better than the PC version.
I mean, that's kind of a low bar though, because you're comparing a full guitar riff to PC Sound Blaster shit.
I mean, there's good MIDI music.
Yeah, there is, but still,
it's never gonna compare to a proper game.
I do miss those the Wolfenstein 3D sound effects.
They're really great. They got a nice. I don't like this screen all that much. I like the originals more.
Yeah.
This looks like something off of an Angel Fire website.
Okay, let's actually start. Okay, so it does seem like... Oh, what the hell?
Did it break? 30 levels. So that would be...
Oh, hold on.
I wonder if they actually changed the episodes, because Original Encounter sounds like they're talking about the
why did you
4 through 6.
Why did you give me the trackball? There we go. Okay, so you have Original Encounter, Escape from Wolfenstein. So I believe this is all the proper.
Oh, these are. Okay, go to Original real quick.
I believe
Original Encounter should be episodes 1 through 3. Check it real quick.
Well, 30 levels also.
I think the Original Encounter are like new levels.
Huh.
Okay, because
the other 6 episodes you can select from already.
Well, let's play.
Yeah.
Let's play and bring them on.
Well, Operation Eisenfaust was part of the night missions, which was episodes 4 through 6. Because the night missions were the prequels to episodes 1 through 3, with Die Fury or Die being episode 3, and the final part of the original Wolf 3D canon, as it were.
So the good thing is, basically the plot of this is you are BJ Blazkowicz, and you are trying to infiltrate Castle Wolfenstein and, do stuff.
Well, you were actually captured and thrown into one of the cells in Castle Wolfenstein. And now you're escaping out of the dungeons, which is episode 1.
Yes, Romero describes the game as loud and cool, and not as complicated as other PC games.
Yeah. A fun fact, apparently at one point this game was way closer to the original Wolfenstein games, and apparently they decided that a lot of the mechanics they were using from that weren't very fun, so they just dropped all that and just made it pure action.
So to your left is the iconic first secret.
Yep.
I don't really blame them. I mean, we've seen what the originals are like, and I can't imagine that'd be any easier in a 3D space.
Also, nice thing that the 3DO port has that the PC version doesn't, because you have to do it through a hold, is it has strafe buttons, which
Nice. Yeah.
conveniently got put to the triggers.
It also lacks the obnoxious yellow filter when you're picking shit up.
This version also has a map, but I forget how you access it. I think it's some button combination. Might be.
Oh, that's how.
A,
Okay, so that's how you do weapons.
Select
Oh, there you
or
go.
Shift should be.
So
wow.
it's whatever's. It's like, so for me, it's holding B and then hitting X on an Xbox One controller.
Ew.
I was wondering if it. Oh, also. Yeah, there.
And yeah, that's why this is my preferred version, because of the map. I cannot navigate in these games.
The only one I've ever had a problem with in terms of navigation, there is a map where the only way out is a series of secret rooms. And it's a huge pain in the ass to do.
There we
And
go.
sometimes they'll hide secrets along, blank walls without any because one of the things that the game sort of trains you to do is to look for either spaces between lamps or spaces between decorations or decorations themselves. And then what it will do is it'll just be a complete asshole, and it will throw a random secret along a nondescript wall. So it's really good. Now, I've beaten this on the hardest difficulty on PC and on the Game Boy Advance because I hate myself, apparently.
Man, I just realized I know if we get done with this sooner, I know exactly what we need to do next.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Which I just realized it's going to be the first game from that publisher/developer.
Ooh.
So this game is kind of weird when it comes to ports, because this is like a port of the Macintosh version, which is based off of all things, the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like the Super Nintendo port's actually like apparently really like outside of the taking out a lot of the stuff.
It's heavily censored. Heavily.
Which
So, for those who don't...
would,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, which the thing might do next is kind of a result of that censorship.
Right. So for those who don't know, when Nintendo ported or accepted the port of Wolfenstein 3D over, they actually demanded changes. So all the swastikas were gone. Hitler's mustache is gone. So it's just a dude, just a random. It's Hitler without a mustache. It's great.
They call him Stadtmeister.
Yeah, and then one of the other weirder ones is all the German shepherds are replaced with giant rats.
Which
But what
did they take the dogs out of this version? Because when I was playing this, they didn't have any levels with dogs in them.
Well,
Yeah, well,
the blue area would have had dogs if you had gone into it, so we could have checked them.
really, well, yeah, the first level looks like it's a different layout, because normally you attack with the dogs right away.
Yeah, this is the original encounter, the console exclusive episode.
Should
no,
I go back?
damage.
Should I go back and actually just do the original? I think I didn't. I
Yeah,
thought this
yeah,
was.
You could save state and restart.
Yeah. Well, I just saved, so I just got to restart the console.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing the Super Nintendo version does add is it has a rocket launcher and a flamethrower the PC version didn't have, which is kind of neat.
That's what I was wondering, because I picked one up. I'm like, wait, I don't remember there being a rocket launcher.
Yeah, PC was knife, pistol, machine gun, Gatling gun were your three weapons.
Yeah.
Or 4 weapons, if you count the knife. Because you needed the knife because you were going to run out of ammo if you didn't play smart.
Oops. Okay. Oh yeah. Also, why did I do that?
And also, I Am Death Incarnate is a bitch. It is an absolute
I'd
asshole.
imagine because I know I'd imagine it's not as bad as Nightmare Doom, but
No. It's not cheap. It's just, everything can hit you really hard, but nobody revives.
okay. Oops.
And yeah, this is straight at the PC levels.
So basically the reason why you start out with a pistol is you are in your cell and a guard came in to check in on you, and
you
while
can,
he did,
I was to say, because
basically-
you can see the corpse on the ground.
Yeah, you shiv him, take his pistol, and that's where the game starts.
Ooh, environmental storytelling.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, I don't think there's any dogs in here because they're supposed to be in the opening area and they're not here.
I think
Did you check all those cells? Because
Yeah,
there's
that's-
usually a dog in one of the cells. No dog here. If they don't have any in here, there is a chance that they have them in a different area that you completely bypassed, just rushed because you rushed the exit. Also, fun fact, and this is something that took me a long time until I found out. If you get below,
hello.
I think, if you get below 8% health, you can actually walk over blood pools and get 2% health back.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there weren't any dogs, so
I'm
wait.
thinking they're gone. They might
to
have
the
edited
blue.
them out.
Go to that blue section you just looked at. Because you didn't go there the last
Oh, right.
time.
Oh, right, because they're in here. There they are. Okay.
Hey, okay.
Yep, they're here. All
I mean,
right.
I'm not happy about that, but I was just wondering. I'm like, wait, did they take that out?
It was either blood pools or it was buckets of water. I can't.
I think it's probably. There's another thing about this game that was fascinating was the fact that you can hear the enemies.
If you had a sound card.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you didn't have a sound card, you wouldn't hear anything.
Well, it would make PC speaker noises. Like, Doom, I think, is the last game they made that would still support the PC speaker.
I'm kind of surprised how well this game still kind of holds up.
Yeah, okay, so in Wolf 3D and Spear of Destiny, Blood or Gibbs will give the player 1 health point if they are at 11 or under.
Huh.
Yeah.
The first person, I mean, this does set up the idiom for the first person shooter. Go around, assess threats, and shoot. It's pretty simple and fast.
That's why it's probably for the best they stripped all the elements from the original Commodore 64 games.
I mean, I would suggest it's really just a different game because this is run and gun.
Yeah, this is a lot different. Also, I think they lowered the rate of fire for the MP40. So I don't think it's firing as fast as it used to. Also, I didn't realize how low my health was.
I don't know, actually, I think it's about because the Gatling gun chews through ammo,
Yeah,
whereas...
that one definitely does. This one, it just seems slightly lower than it usually is.
I could say that. I mean, you could fire up the original and compare it.
I don't think it's worth it.
I'm nostalgic, though. I prefer the original more. Just for, and I openly admit it's just for nostalgia purposes. This is a better playing one, for sure.
I did play the original a lot when I was younger, but I just really appreciate having a map.
I just like the sound. I love that
I
feel, the punchiness of
I do admit the noise.
that one. There you go. Secret.
There we go.
It wasn't just that. It was just, there's a weird punchiness to every noise. The gunfire, the talking.
I can understand
pickups.
that,
Yeah. I would rank, if I were to rank the two of them separately, I would obviously rank this one higher in terms of just everything is done better. But if I were to want to play one or the other, I would want to play the PC one just for, as I said, nostalgia. Because it's what I grew up on.
Yeah, one thing that's not easy to appreciate is this game would run on mid to low end PCs at the time. And still pretty much look like this.
Yeah, this. I mean, I don't like. I remember playing Doom on PCs that couldn't quite run it, but this I never had had issues. Oh jeez, I am also about to die.
Yeah, you're eating a lot of shit right now. Why don't you go back to that secret and get some health?
Let's see.
That's another thing too. Is there's no clearly defined hit. Like nothing on screen indicates that you're being hit. Whereas in the PC version, you get a flash of red when you're getting hit, and the intensity of the red flash showed how hard you got hit. So if you just took like a 2% health, it'd be a quick flash. But if you took like maybe 25% health or higher, it'd be a big red flash on the screen, and it would last a bit longer.
There we go.
So there's a little diegetic design to the screen flash.
Oh, right, there's no numbers. Whatever.
Yeah, Old Man Marsh is correct. There is a secret near the exit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how you get to the secret level, if I'm right.
Oh,
It's all good.
I'm curious.
Yeah, but the game doesn't get much more complicated after this. It's always worm tunnel where only the walls are textured.
Do you know where it is near the exit?
So let's see here.
I know it's this room. I'm pretty sure it's this room.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, there's actually a couple more secrets in here.
Okay.
Head back into that secret, though, that you just found. There's more secrets in here. There should be, anyway. There you are.
Oh.
And there should be another... Don't go in just yet, because there should be one more secret. For an extra life. There you go.
I missed it. What was it?
All right!
It's that exact same noise.
Sad I missed that, because I usually watch with the sound off.
Are you watching the side stream?
I should start doing that.
You
Oh,
should.
hello.
You know where it is?
Please let me.
So go into the Lolo Discord and click side stream and info under the content channels, and it should be right there where it says side stream, like it should be a stream.sbox.1.
Yep. There is an HTML. There is a one you can use Flash, or there's a link there that if you know how to do network streams in VLC, like open up
VLC,
network streams in VLC. Yep.
Yeah. I would do the direct link one because VLC does hang back by a couple seconds. At least until Flash is completely obliterated from the internet, and then we have to use it.
Well, I think.
Yeah,
once Flash is gone, I think RTMP is also gone.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm already having trouble running the Flash one.
So there are 4 secrets on this floor.
Man, there's a stream idea. Get Low to play Flash games.
I don't know. Pretty sure that doesn't count.
I got some Newgrounds games are PC games, Lolo.
Also, I don't think there are any Newgrounds games from pre-2000. Or just me going on, trying to see if I can find all the games that were on a vinyl black sheep. I like that I'm shooting every dog except the one that's right in front of me.
So 2000 is your cutoff for PC games?
Yes.
Damn you. I wanted to see you play Arise. And the Negotiator series.
No, I'm not doing all the retro fresh games.
Yeah, there's 0 visual clues that you're being hit. I don't like that.
Okay, where are you?
I don't know. I feel like the soundtrack, as good as it is, just feels weird. It just feels too much for Wolfenstein. If that makes sense.
I think I can kind of get what you're getting at.
Yeah, like it's big, it's grandiose. It feels more fitting for like this game is very bare basic.
This has the same things. It's like Turbo CD ports of like games that weren't initially on the Turbo CD. Oh, nice.
By the way, I used to have this game on the Game Boy Advance, and that was not a good port at all. I would not recommend that.
Also, if you want to hear the sound clip again.
Okay, yeah, that was worth it.
It's so good.
Also, I like that the 1-up gives me full health again.
Like, I feel like I should be playing not World of Warcraft, Warcraft 2 instead of Wolfenstein, listening to this track. Job done.
Say, I know I saw you. There you go.
Yeah, I feel like the game's soundtrack did better being more subdued. There's a level.
Yeah, that does exist in this game.
That was, oh shit, which level was that? Yeah, it's episode 6, floor 3. The whole map is 7 rooms shaped like swastikas.
I mean, fitting.
But see, Lolo, if you reverse them, then it's okay.
Also, it's a Nazi fortress, so it just seems fitting for them to have, like, swastika rooms.
I just think, like, that would be way too on the nose. Just they're planning this, and one of them looks up, like, "Did you just make this base entirely swastikas?" Yeah. Why? Isn't that kind of our thing? I haven't heard anybody say "mein Lieben" yet. I'm very sad.
They actually changed all the sound effects in this version, so they don't have that in this version.
Okay, so this is objectively the worst version now.
I was gonna say, do they have them in the Game Boy Advance version?
Yes.
Yes, Game Boy Advance version is basically just like the PC version, except it runs worse and there's no music. Like, I said, I would not recommend it.
Also, there's a lot of sprite limitations, so they can't show everything all at once, if I remember correctly. Which was surprising. I remember running into so many, I don't know if it was draw distance or just sprite limitations, but stuff just straight up wouldn't render until you got close enough or shot a certain number of them. It was really bad. It's like, how dare you forget about me? I'm shooting at you. Yeah, it's great. If you were playing this on Death Incarnate, this room would just be filled. Hey, nice ammo count.
That's about to get lowered.
Coward.
Oop, there's more. That's bad idea.
Undone by my hubris.
Where does it even take me?
So if I remember my enemies correct, the brown dudes are your standard SS soldiers, blue dudes are the SS officers, and then you have the SS commanders, which are the white dudes.
Actually, you know what? I'm just kind of curious about something.
Yeah.
Since this is kind of the last game that I had to look at, let's have a little bit of fun and just kind of go romping around in some of these other versions. Let's see, what do I have easily available to me? No, I definitely have this one, so let's just go ahead and take a look at this one as well. Huh. Oh, I thought that was just a German version. I think I need to turn this one up.
Such a good fucking cover.
Okay, I did not realize that this had that support. Let me go ahead and activate that. This is going to be a nightmare.
Oh no.
Also, it doesn't seem to... Do I have to restart? I might have to restart. Or is it going to be really good and only work through... Oh, nope, there we go. Yep, Hansgrohe Stopmeisters.
Yeah, it's the SNES version.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, wow! Oh.
Yeah! Looks fucking good, don't it?
No, I'm talking about the mouse control. So this uses the entirety of the... Like, this only uses the mouse.
Oh, move forward. Ew.
Okay, how do I... Okay, how do I... Oh. How do I... Okay, how do I... Okay, so I had to be... on the... Oh, God. Hold on, I need to do this. There we go. Oh, By the way, just so you guys... So this is only using the mouse. Except for me when I open the door. Is there someone there?
So, do you actually have the PC version of Wolf
I mean,
downloaded?
it will take me about 10 minutes to download it. Or, like, not 10 minutes. Take me about a couple minutes to download it.
Because if you do that, because we can't do this stream and not show off the most important part. And I can help you get there pretty quickly if you have the PC version.
Oh, hi. Awesome.
His goober ass face.
Is there any chance you'll be showing off Noah's Ark 3D?
That's what I plan on ending with.
Perfect.
Oh, I guess it is just viruses slowly. Okay. God.
This looks fucking miserable.
Yeah, let me go. Because I know I have it on Steam.
Okay. Yeah, so if you get the PC version, I'll see if this works. Because we could just teleport to the most important level in the whole game.
Mecha Hitler.
Of course. Why do you gotta ruin it? Why you gotta spoil it, Lolo?
It's Wolfenstein. Of course there's Mecha Hitler. Okay, let me see if... Oh, excuse me. Maiden in the Spell had to download something real quick. Okay, there we go. Let me see if this works.
You and your fucking anime shmups.
Maiden Spell's really good, though.
It's
Okay,
still
let's
anime
go.
shmups.
Programs. Steam.
And yeah, the SNES version is pretty rough, but you can see where the 3DO version came from.
Okay, Wolfenstein. Base. Let's try you. Let's see how well this works. Maybe this one won't be as bad.
Such a great fucking intro. I love it.
Oh, I had...
Okay. So let's...
Oh, I can do mouse
Alright.
control on this one as well.
Is there any way to start the game with a command line? 'Cause you need to do that.
It'd be a lot. Actually, I can do this.
Here. Because I want you to... You're going to need to start the game with the following command line. I'm going to shoot this over to you. Just put that in the command line as you run it.
Okay.
I want to see if this works.
Oops.
Hopefully it does. It's not quite as good as Doom.
Let me try this. Let me see something. Let me try something. I wonder if maybe... Maybe this might help. Okay. Okay, now let me try this. Yes. God damn it. Forgot to turn off. Oh. What are you doing? Let me restart that. This RetroArch is being a thing today. being its normal RetroArch self. There.
So you mean, like, I love that other soundtrack, but this soundtrack is just so much fun.
Okay, let's try this.
Get okay. There we go.
I don't think it didn't like that.
What's the matter? It's just not...
No, it's on the title screen.
Yeah, I see it on the title screen.
Yeah, it's on the title screen for me in the DOSBox window. You know what? Actually, you know what? How about this?
Let me see if I can find another way around it.
Let me just do this. Let's just see how this works.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a nice postage stamp that it gave me. Let's see if this works. Okay, there we go.
Because the other way is just to do minus goobers in the command line instead. And that might be it. Because you basically you're enabling debug with the left shift alt backspace. Well, yeah. Try it with the minus goobers.
Let's try this one. Okay, if this does not work, then I'm just gonna play a little bit of it.
Yeah. I mean, basically, if you do that, you just press ILM all the time and just rush through it.
Is there not a level select sheet?
There is, but we have to do this process I'm showing you right now. It sucks. Okay, so start up episode 3. Whichever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so try once you get in. So hit left shift plus alt plus backspace.
No, that didn't do it.
Damn it. Okay, let's just ILM our way through this stupid thing.
So how do I do it?
So ILM.
That is not doing anything.
Are you kidding me? You have to press them at the exact same time.
Oh.
There you go. So yeah, rush through this game. Also, you might want to hit the plus key.
Oh, that is not working.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I know, because I know. Well, I can also do this. Here, I think I just need to do this. Nope, not that. I wonder.
Change of view. It's going good.
Oh yeah, let me accept my Graphicscape ad. Oh, enter that. There,
What I should have mentioned, what you could have used, and this is my fault for not mentioning, is EC Wolf. That's a pretty good source port for this.
Right. Shit. Oh well. I wonder why the view's still fucked up.
I don't think it's saved.
It's fine. Just rush through.
I'm kind of curious about. Oh, wrong one. Change view. Yeah, I didn't. There we go.
Enter to accept their thinking. Now it should look proper. There we go. That's way better.
It is really weird playing this with a control stick like this.
So yeah, anytime you're low on ammo, just ILM it. We can just brute force our way through this game. But yeah, see what I mean? Like a small hit will show a very light flash on the screen, but a very heavy hit will fill your screen with red.
I'm here for zombie murder. Nazi murder. Zombie Nazis are a different franchise.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, we're about to move from something that is not. It's Nazis.
Yeah, everything I'm seeing says you have to start it with the minus goobers command line parameter. Then it's left shift plus alt plus backspace to enable debug.
Left.
Why
Well,
do
hold
you
on.
press them all at the exact same time?
Left shift alt. Nope.
Damn it.
I'm here for Doom clones.
Try tab W for real quick. I'm curious.
Yep. Wait, what? That something happened.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh well.
It's going back. Okay, so yeah, this,
Literally the only way to level skip is doing it that way. There's no command line for it other than. Let me pull out the maps.
also we are not going to be. We're moving on because I'm not fully beating this just to see that. You should play this game yourself to see Mecha Hitler. Oh yeah, these guys.
It's the
Play
FSS
Spear of
officers.
Destiny, fight Mecha Hitler in hell.
Yeah, when we do Spear of Destiny, we'll do all the way through that. That's weird.
That game scared the shit out of me, to be honest. I think it wasn't until episode 2 where it got like super creepy. Which is technically episode 5, but whatever.
Yeah, the series eventually discovered like a slow burn for supernatural crap.
Well, yeah, that's because like that whole expansion was about the Nazis occult.
Yep. No,
The
I mean later.
branches.
I think it was. Which one was it?
Well, the Wolfenstein on PS3 went balls in to the occult shit.
No, I meant Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Oh right, yeah, like with the resurrected skeletons and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was.
but that shit didn't appear until like halfway through the game.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
No, it's great.
I didn't say it was bad.
Whereas
it's ridiculous.
the new Wolfenstein series went in a very different direction.
Yeah.
Instead, leading into Jewish super science.
Hmm.
Which is a thing.
And dramatic monologues.
I like the warrior poet B.J. Blazkowicz, if I'm gonna be real.
I don't know, like it wore on me after a while. The second game, I think they could have done without it. First one, I was okay with it, but
I never finished the second one. I've gone over this before, but yeah, I never finished it.
I
didn't
haven't
like-
played I haven't played New Blood or Old Colossus, but I have been playing Young Blood, which I have been heard described as a. What if Beavis and Butthead were girls who killed Nazis? And I can get behind that.
that is 1,000% correct. They are uber dorks, and it's great.
Can't believe Lola didn't even fully loot that room.
Well, I can't because I couldn't take everything because I had
You
full
can-
health.
Well, no, you could have gotten all the treasure, but it doesn't matter. It's just points.
Also, I am sitting in my chair a weird way, and that is causing my leg immense pain.
That's a you problem.
Can't believe you do this to yourself, Lolo.
But yeah, no, I ended up quitting the second one, just second air quotes, because it kept breaking.
Yeah, that game seemed to hate you.
It fucking hated my guts.
I gave up on it because I couldn't get into the really bad level design, and just like every level has
No,
officers or whatever, but you gotta. I don't know. It's hard to put into words. I didn't like it at all.
No, in my case, I'm talking like, oh,
Game broke on
shit got
you,
in the
yeah.
mod. But yeah, no, I'm talking like frame drops, massive input lag, crashing. I got multiple crashes. Breaking OBS. It broke OBS a couple times, so that was fun. It was deeply frustrating, and that's, I guess, on me for playing it on launch.
Not really. I mean, it's really more just hope that. Who knows why it was that way it is, but the goal is to not.
Some
have it that
games
way.
don't like that I SLI.
that also.
But it's not your fault. It's just technology being tech and stupid.
Yeah, Tyrion understands. Like, I have the worst luck with tech issues.
Also, I am
It's like technology hates me despite me loving it.
I am very lost.
You keep going in circles.
I offered to get the maps, and you said no, don't bother. I'm not finishing them.
Well, I think
So-
I think it's more because it's like I'm just gonna putz around with this until I hit the exit, and then I think we're moving on to the next thing.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
why I can't play this version. I just get so lost. I just cannot.
Yeah,
get
it's
anywhere.
very samey. There's a reason
Wait.
You need the key.
Doom is a
Okay.
massive improvement over
Oh,
this.
right.
Yeah.
I need the key.
Oh, you should see me play Doom. I get lost just as hard in that.
Yeah, see, there's the exit.
Oh, I'm not saying you can't get lost in Doom, but also it's less samey than this.
Plus, episode 3 is a lot more labyrinthine than the other two.
Oh, definitely.
But see how much different the get psyched menu is on this versus the what was the other one we did?
3DO.
Yeah. So the 3DO's one felt more like some nonsense off of an Angel Fire website, whereas this, it just feels like it, I don't know, it feels a lot more fitting.
Coherent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you can absolutely
Oh, actually,
just, you can
okay.
rush to the final episode, or final floor. There's only 9? 8 or 9?
Notice the par time is listed as 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
So there's ILM at the start of every floor.
To be fair, some of the power times in these games are fucking insane.
Yeah, and that's just because I think they were all set by the people who made them.
Yeah,
so-
they're dead
Yep.
records.
No, there's something I always like to quote when people were like trying to judge games by time. It's like, you know, technically you're supposed to be done with these games in an hour.
I mean, some of the highest rated games are beatable in under an hour.
A lot of some of the higher rated games being in less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. What is it? Dark Souls can be beaten in 12 minutes, technically?
Well,
Those
they
I
patched
those,
that bug. It
those-
takes slightly longer.
I was gonna say those I don't count.
Okay, but Axe, let me tell you about beating Morrowind in 7 minutes.
I would like you to tell me about beating Morrowind in
It's-
7 minutes.
Let me get the video for you, Axe.
Yeah, crap. What's the NES quote?
What NES quote?
The visual novel game where you can just beat it because you know the answer.
Well, I can beat Myst in 5
Portopia?
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, what is it? Who's like this guy's the murderer?
yeah.
I literally
Okay.
remember how to beat Myst in 5 minutes. I know the exact code you need, what you need to do to set it all up. It's sad.
Okay, I lied, Axe. It's 3 minutes.
Bork. I can't believe Torpid would fucking lie to me, y'all. It's fucked up. I don't know how I can go on living with this. See, as a kid, I used to think that they just said "hut, son." Hut, son.
There you go, I put it in images.
Word.
There, while I bumble around through there, you can, or through
I-
here.
I always thought he said Mustafa. I too have seen The Lion King.
Have you, though? Have you really?
I have.
Nice.
I remember, I think it was 4th grade, our teacher showed it, and during the scene, she wept openly. And loudly.
Did she not? Has she not seen that movie?
I mean, yes, but I guess that scene. I mean, I still can't watch the Jurassic Park episode of Futurama because I weep like a child every time. So.
can't believe we're at red brick now.
We're in a screensaver.
No, this
we
has
are
way
actually.
more. There's way more texture in here.
I remember that screensaver. I used to wish you could play that screensaver.
Same.
See, they're using fraps.
The worst part is I understand everything that happens. I could just never do it. Stop shooting the door.
Shoot the door, Lolo. Don't
Well,
listen to
well, I gotta. It's how I gotta accept that menu. Also, one of the changes the 3DO did is once you get the chain gun, you can have up to 200 bullets.
Also, I can't believe that the name the chain gun is a misnomer and incorrect.
It's a Gatling gun.
Yeah. Chain gun is completely different.
It's a series of
Gatling
dudes
guns,
working on a single gun.
it's rotary base, isn't it?
There is a single barrel though for a chain gun.
All right.
It's fed ammo via chains.
A chain. A chainsaw.
That's on to the next game.
What if it was a chainsaw, but every time the blades flew past, it fired a bullet?
Okay, but what if I told you chainsaws don't have blades?
They have teeth.
Yes.
What if every tooth shot a bullet?
They'd just be very unfortunate, really.
Ah.
For everyone involved. He's onto your shit!
Rewind, rewind.
I can't.
Shit.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jesus.
can't watch these two things at the exact same time.
Nope.
Calling out for Mustafa. Mr. Mustafa Lee's greatest Jellicle cat. So the enemy tiering kind of works where like the brown shirts, the regular soldiers do fair to middling damage, but are easy to kill. The officers, the guys in blue, do a high DPS and have a lot more health. And then you have the officers, or no, the commanders. They do a fair amount of damage, but they move really fucking quick.
Also, time trip. Chain guns are are essentially a subset machine gun.
Yep. Hey, we're almost there. Nice.
Also, they're vehicle mounted.
Nice. Getting close.
We're almost there. Soon we will kill Hitler.
Yes.
Again. It's a fucking jaunty tune.
I mean, killing Nazis is a time for jaunt.
I mean, it is fun for the whole family.
It is. It's easily the most patriotic thing you could ever do. And is highly recommended.
Oh, I found the farm button.
And yeah, this game is incredibly punishing if you fuck up.
Yes, it is. In fact, there is a level, there's a secret level, and I think it's this episode, where, and I did it on Death Incarnate, and it's just a maze of SS commanders,
That did a lot.
and it sucks.
Sometimes this game is just an ass.
Oh,
Yeah, I was wondering when you noticed that the door opened behind you. Pew pew. Right.
I agree. Cat wants to see Hitler fucking die.
You know what? Good on cat.
Yeah.
My cat's too busy sleeping to care.
So Torpid, did you know that Vermin Supreme would go back in time to kill baby Hitler?
You know what? I believe it.
No, that wasn't Alessa. That was Rafferty's cat. Alessa's quiet. Mostly.
Yeah, and Lily's in my bedroom right now, sleeping on my bed. Just happily passed out.
Alessa will only whine if I'm downstairs and she's upstairs, or if I've pulled her into the bathroom because she needs to get her meds. She's a huge baby.
Also, looking forward to my sister getting a puppy soon.
Aw. What kind
No,
of...
it's just an
Yeah.
assumption, I'll say.
Oh?
oh, is that?
Her dog is getting put down today.
Oh.
Oh.
That's why I did that. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Why'd you have to fucking set us up like that, Torpid? That sucks.
Because I wasn't the only one that had to think about that.
I didn't know that she had a dog. I thought this was gonna be like a brand new puppy. I was like, oh, that's sweet. Yay.
No, kidney failure.
Oh, fuck. Well, you know what? We're killing Nazis, so...
Yeah.
I don't go do that.
Pour one out for your girl,
ILM.
Coco.
ILM!
Killing Nazis in Coco's memory.
Yes. Actually, I'm gonna get a beer.
Pour it out for your girl.
Wait,
I mean, she lived a long, happy life. even
wasn't
if
she
was-
kind of old?
I think she was like 15 or 16 at this point.
That said, I am honestly sorry to hear that.
It's fine.
It's so cute
Ow.
that Lolo expects barrels to explode.
Oh, ah.
Did you guys see that video Ahoy did about exploding barrels? I thought that was pretty cool.
I was watching Ahoy's video on Doom. Ah, shit.
I have no clue who Ahoy is.
Ahoy is a YouTube video producer. That god damn it.
He does a lot of deep dives into hit games.
Look, I will have you know, the only YouTube I watch is VTubers. Help.
Is there not an invincibility cheat?
But yeah, he's great because I don't think there's like any other YouTuber who do like video about every FPS on the Amiga.
That sounds unfortunate.
Most of them kind of
Also, he
are.
has a really good voice.
Ah, I see.
But yeah, I mentioned him because he did a video about exploding barrels in games and like the first game he used to explode barrels.
Ahoy. He used to go by Xbox Ahoy.
I'll drop a link to that video in the Discord.
He also has a series of videos talking about how certain real life weapons are portrayed in various video games. Yeah, can you actually drop the link in the actual Twitch chat as well?
Yeah, one moment.
Also nice health. Oh, you fucked it up.
Lost again.
I'll check that out later.
How we doing here?
Well, I died.
Coming back, getting your shit kicked in again, huh?
Okay, seriously.
Definitely a beer and biscuit day.
I'm just having some homemade calzone.
Mm. I made
No, it-
Pepperdale the other
Oh.
day. Finished that up.
What's up, Lola?
Nothing. I thought you were gonna talk about Pizzone again.
I'm gonna get a Pizzone. Just to watch.
It's just a calzone.
No, see, you don't understand, Torpid. It's a Pizzone.
It's not a calzone. It is made of lower quality ingredients.
Brutal.
First of all, how fucking dare you? The Pizzone is pure and delicious.
But he's not wrong.
Second of all, fuck you, how dare you? It's pure and delicious.
Because it's made of lower
doesn't
quality
mean he's
ingredients. It's like how Taco Bell is made of pure science.
Yeah, that stopped being food long ago.
I don't remember the last time I've had anything like McDonald's or Burger King, personally.
Man, you guys are making me want a calzone, like a good one from one of the local places near here.
God,
Like Pizza
fucking
Hut.
calzones are so good.
I mean, calzone is just pizza that's harder to eat. But the Pizzone...
It's the same exact thing.
is a much better treat.
Yeah, because you also get get Parmesan in your hands as well.
Right, exactly.
Where's this? Oh,
But all I'm saying, there's a simple joy to taking your big ass buffalo chicken calzone and dipping it in blue cheese. And having all of the chicken fall out.
actually, you know what is a really good thing to dip pizza in?
What?
Marinara?
Soup.
Really? What kind of
Ah, the Neo Kobe pizza, you mean?
Yes.
What kind of soup? Ramen?
If I usually use chicken noodle
miso.
soup.
Miso?
Sorry, let me tell you about the Neo Kobe pizza X.
Yeah, so I know that's a thing in Snatcher, but like...
It is. That
What
is.
is it?
It's so the way you're supposed to do it, if you're doing it the pure snatcher style, is you take a bowl of soup large enough to hold you can put a slice of pizza on it. You then put this particularly one that's, I think you can't do thin. You have to have a little bit of bread to it. So you just lay it on top of the soup, and then eventually it's gonna go into the soup. And then the moment you put it, it falls in the soup. Is you take it and you eat it.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
That was when it rises up.
Why don't you just pour the soup
Which is
on
why
the-
fucking... Oh fuck, I forgot his name already.
Gillian seed.
Yeah, Gillian Seed is so let down when his pizza doesn't rise. It just stays there on the bottom of his soup.
But why wouldn't you just pour the soup on the pizza?
I would.
It's about letting it soak in.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
it will soak into it.
You could just pour it on the pizza and it will soak in the same way.
No, it's not the same. You need time to soak.
Yeah, because then it will make sure that it is fully in there.
Oh, this beer is wreaking havoc on me.
Okay, but Axe, how about a Sinner sandwich? How do you feel about that?
What did you do, Lolo?
Did it crash?
Yes.
You're almost there!
Good place to
Lolo!
end it.
No, you're almost there!
Oh wait, what the? Okay, whatever.
Yeah! Keep going! Wait, I think
Sure.
that was that it? What did you hit?
I hit escape.
Try it again and then hit tab.
Oh no, I hit F1. Okay, whoops, that's what did it.
Alright, never mind. Keep going, keep going.
There.
We're almost there.
Okay, but Axe, are you familiar with the Sinner sandwich?
Mm-mm.
It's from Deadly Premonition. So that should
Wait,
tell you a lot
Cinder
right there.
sandwich, Cinder sandwich. Yeah. That's the sandwich he gets at the diner the very first time he's there. It's like a ridiculous mess of nonsense ingredients, and he takes
Actually, it's very simple.
he takes a bite of it, and it's the best sandwich he's ever eaten. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it's sliced turkey, cornflakes, and strawberry jam.
York
And
describes
apparently
it as
people have tried it, and it's okay. It's pretty okay.
York describes it as a self-inflicted punishment to atone for past sins.
The whole point of the cornflakes is texture.
Yeah.
They don't really taste like anything, and that's part of the point.
Yeah.
And then the saltiness of the turkey is meant to contrast with the sweetness of the jam.
You might want to drop a few more saves in level 2. The boss is pretty rough.
No, we're good. We got ILM.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's fucking do this shit.
I don't think I've ever heard like a single story of like the boss button actually like doing its intended purpose and saving your job.
Okay, but wait, is Hitler T-posing at you to assert dominance?
No,
Is that
no,
what's happening?
this isn't Hitler. This is a Hitler acolyte.
Ah,
Yeah, so these are like wizards.
Hitler-esque.
Yes. I forget if they're actual clones or just like supposed to be shadow clones.
Channeling the Hitler force.
Yeah. All the power is in the mustache, really.
That's why it's so short. It's because if you had any more, it would just explode.
Right, exactly. It's called the Chaplin effect.
What? Oh, there's one behind me.
Yeah!
Beautiful. This game, everyone, this game.
Oh. Well, at least I have that extra life. Oh. Okay, there we go. I was wondering what the quick save key was.
I don't know who Leon is or why you're calling out to him, but he can't save you.
That's a big ass hitbox on that thing.
Mm-hmm. I think as long as they stay within your view frame, it counts as a hit. Yeah, so it's I believe there are 9 floors per level with a 10th secret floor. Also love that certain sounds overwrite the other sound channels, so you can only get like a certain sound.
They gain all their power via T-posing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so do I.
I think one of these days, I'm gonna have to make Lola play the other Wolfenstein engine games, because they go places.
Which ones are you thinking?
Blake Stone, at least?
Yeah, Blakestown for sure. Corridor 7.
Yeah, Frank did a huge deep dive on the Blake Stones.
What's that, Bob?
Corridor 7 and Operation Body Count for sure.
Is that the game with Ice-T?
I don't think Operation Body Count is actually Wolfenstein. I think it's a really bad. It's a capstone game, right?
It is, yeah, but I thought I heard it uses the Wolfenstein engine.
No, it uses a really crappy engine.
If only there was some kind of online search engine that you could use.
Oh hey, we found Hitler.
Yeah! This is what y'all come.
Kill Hitler.
This is what you come to Wolfenstein for. This bullshit.
Love to kill Hitler.
Sure do. This is only my second favorite way to kill Hitler.
Is the first one Bionic Commando?
Shooting him in the nuts
All
in
right.
Sniper Elite 2. Fuck yeah. No, shooting him in the nuts in Sniper Elite 2. Being historically accurate, Torpin.
Oops.
Well, that was just a rumor.
I don't know. All I know is if you shoot him in the ball in Sniper Elite 2, he only has one testicle.
Wait. Oh, hi.
I can't believe you would fucking die to Hitler.
It sounds like he has 2 chain guns on his.
I'm
That's
sorry,
a-
it's Gatling guns, Lolo.
Whatever.
Die, allied Schweinhund.
This is an incredible fight.
Yeah, so Hitler has 2 phases, mech phase, and then Hitler phase. And it ends pretty gloriously.
Die!
ILM.
Yeah, fuck that wall.
Get your ammo, get your ammo! Hey. Almost! Come on,
Where's
Lolo!
Lolo getting ammo from?
It's using a code ILM that gives him all ammo. And health.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
It's an old technique
I'm
called
sorry?
cheating.
Hold on, hold on,
Let's see that again.
hold on, hold on!
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
Yep.
Nice.
I
Let's
love
get a
Death
round of
Can.
applause for the death of Hitler. Fuck Hitler and fuck all Nazis. Sig Heil, huh? Sig Heil. Ah! So yeah, the Nocturnal Missions is basically a prequel to these episodes, and that leads up to your capture in Wolfenstein.
God, you beat the game and it advertises at you, of course.
Yep.
See, aren't you glad that I talked you into that?
There. There.
Fuck you, John Carmack.
And there. Wolfenstein 3D.
Let's rank this bitch.
Well, no, because there's something else we can take a look at. Since it's the same game. Because we brought it up earlier.
Yeah.
So, after the such slipshod Wolfenstein 3D port for the SNES, there's rumor that id actually or either gave or sold the source code to that port to a particular other company, which they used to make this game.
There's
I
also
hate to
Super
take the wind out of your sails, but that's been debunked.
Oh, it has?
Yeah, Wisdom Tree just flat out bought the engine.
Oh, okay, well, there's also this game.
There is also Super Wolfenstein 3D, which is so good.
Okay, but fuck that. You got Super Noah's Ark 3D. Or is it Super 3D Noah's Ark, given this title?
Yes. Yes.
So please,
Also,
the song
So-
sucks.
Would it be fair to say this is Wisdom Tree's best game?
Yes.
Yeah, actually.
It's their only good game. Everything else is just hot garbage.
So this is the first game we've done by... Well, no, it isn't. Or is it?
Did you do Bible game?
No, we have not done. Because I'm trying to think if we did any Color Dreams game either.
I don't think we have.
So Wisdom True is basically a company that made a bunch of games. So they were first a company called Color Dreams, that made a bunch of really shitty NES games. They then branched out to. They didn't branch out to do Bible games to try and get that market, and they made shitty games based on the Bible.
Yeah, they repackaged all their old games and made unlicensed NES games that had Bible themes. And then flipped that money to make this. An unlicensed SNES game.
Which I believe in the actual cartridge, it works the same way as a Game Genie does, where you have to put in a legitimate cartridge and then you will
switch them out.
It'll work. As long as you have a...
It's got a... It has a pass-through, so to figure out what the... instead of trying to make their own lockout chip, you just put another cartridge on top of this. So when the SNES looks for the right lockout chip, it'll find it.
Yo, this sucks ass.
Yeah.
It's visually unpleasant.
Because it's illegal to ban somebody from your console, but not illegal to make lockout chips.
And it's pretty much just putting goats to sleep with food.
Yep.
That's about it.
Yeah, you don't kill anything in this game.
I think in this version, I remember right, Hitler is a monkey, but I don't know if you get instant replay of him getting fed or whatever happens in this version.
I had a feeling if that was the case, I'd know about it. I feel that would be...
The Gatling gun in this game is hilarious.
Please, it's a chain gun.
Well, in this game, it's something else.
God, it's...
Wow, this is atrocious to look at.
Yeah.
In a game that's already pretty awful to look at.
It does have a mini-map.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
That's terrifying.
Okay, yeah, I think we get the point now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I felt I had to show that off at the same time.
Wait,
Well, I appreciate it.
They have floor codes. Hold on. So let's see. Let's see here. What's the last floor? Okay. Go and put in the following floor code.
Let me... Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna put in the code BRN
Okay.
LWT.
LWT.
Yep.
What the hell am I holding?
It's great. Final level, baby. Let's do this. I want to see this. Oh, there are other animals. Okay.
I still can't figure out what this animation is doing.
I don't know either, but it's great. I love it. Go, cycle through your guns. I got to see them all.
Let's see.
Super
Okay.
slingshot.
Slingshot. The hell is this?
Okay. I'm gonna give them credit. It's probably really hard to think of a non-violent chain gun. Like, You try thinking of a way to put a chain gun into a game that won't offend Christian parents.
I mean, trying to not offend a Christian parent is a puzzle unto itself that even Sierra wouldn't attempt. I just want to see Hitler Monkey. You got a band.
I love that the healing items are band-aids, just giant fucking band-aids. Also, there were band-aids at the start of level if you can find your way back.
All right.
I believe in you.
There we go. Let's do this shit.
Also, maybe save.
Oh, right. Also, it's a SNES game. I have rewind.
Oh, that's right. What is this?
Good. That's what it is, Torpid. It's good.
Oh, God!
I can count every pixel.
You can count the frames on one hand.
Stuck on all of those frames. Wow.
Holy shit.
It's like no range on your gun at all. It's great.
Don't know what it's supposed to be.
Why the hell out for the Super Effects chip?
Oh, actually, I wonder. What are
You
those?
wonder?
That's right, because this is a Super Effects. Oh, by the way, that's on 200% Super Effects overclocking. So that right there is overclock.
Jesus.
Do we dare want to see it without the overclock?
Part of me kind of wants to.
I dare you?
I don't.
I dare you?
I said,
Yeah.
do we dare want to see it? Not I dare him.
I dare. I dare.
Please no.
Don't go through there. You came through there.
There's something moving in the distance. I don't know what it is.
Oh, you came through here.
Oh, the rocks.
It's actually kind of terrifying, actually. Actually. It's a gazelle?
No, I meant weapon.
I guess.
What do you want to do? Oh,
I think I need a certain key for that.
maybe?
You need the other key.
The key.
It's a key.
I like how you have two different types of slingshots and then whatever the fuck that weapon is. Oh, that door might go somewhere.
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Hey, it's level 6/6 and you've got 6th fruit. Satan is happy. This is ostriches. That is an antelope.
Okay, I'm turning overclocking back on. Also, if I do this, I'm gonna hit save state. Just in case this crashes.
Can't believe you're not looking for secrets. All right, that's what you needed.
Oh, that's a lot of.
Jesus.
So much feed.
I'm just
So much.
imagining like BFG Division put over this.
You know what? I'm gonna listen to BFG Division because that's a fucking way better song.
I don't even remember what it sounds like.
It's real good.
I mean, I've made it very public that I didn't enjoy the new Doom's soundtrack as much as I enjoyed the original Doom games' soundtracks.
You mean shitty MIDI Pantera?
I mean, like soundtracks that actually were discernible from everything else that was going on and wasn't just sort of in the background. Yeah, basically. I don't like
Wait.
industrial. Sneaky fucker. If you like it, I'm not gonna give you shit for it. It's just I didn't enjoy it all that much.
Let's see. Okay, so I need to go back.
I wasn't shitting on the original Doom soundtrack. It's just
Well, yeah, no, they are basically just adaptations or just wholesale uplifting up riffs from popular songs. Or I guess you'd use the term sampled in their case.
no, it's more like a MIDI arrangement.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know, like I can recognize At Doom's Gate, like right off the bat, but I don't remember any track out of
To me,
New Doom.
the Doom soundtrack just sounds. Oh, do they all have their wait? Oh, it's a rocket launcher. Okay,
Tomatoes?
it's watermelon.
Oh.
That's gonna kill them.
Shh.
I can't believe they can shoot at you.
Oh, it's spinning. Okay. This is stupid. I don't know, Lolo. You're starting to get kind of good at this.
Yeah, Super 3D Noah's Ark is my video game. All right.
Time to speedrun it. Rocket launcher him.
The rocket launcher didn't seem to do anything. What is that?
What the absolute fuck is this?
Are we here to get fucked up by a Shoggoth? Like, what?
This is a tree from Evil Dead. Run.
Okay, let's not go over there quite yet.
What was
No, use your rocket launcher on that.
I am honestly trying to figure out what that thing is, and I have no clue.
Is it the bush that Moses talked to?
It's clearly a super fucked up rat king.
It looks like a seaweed monster. Or something made of kale.
I still say it's a Shoggoth.
Close enough.
It's a creature of
huh?
hell, that's for certain.
But the Shoggoths
No,
were...
that's a different game.
But the Shoggoths weren't made out of seaweed, Torbit. They were just a gelatinous being of
What
eyes
do you
and
assume
teeth.
that's made of seaweed?
It was fucking green, and it looked like seaweed. What else is it?
There are multiple green things in this world.
No, there are not. There is seaweed, and then there's not seaweed.
Could be moss.
Okay, but that's clearly a rolling stone, so... I live for your size. I feed on your anger!
Oh, I see.
What the fuck is going on?
They're unclean animals.
Is that what the guide says?
I'm looking at a guide, and yeah, it says the ceremonially unclean animals.
So what do you do?
Shoot them.
Oh.
Like you do with all animals.
Yeah. We're on what, 6-6?
Yep.
This is really good. How many fucking hits?
It's a bear!
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Okay, maybe I was thinking of a different. I heard about this game somewhere. It's been so long.
You heard about what?
I heard about this game somewhere. I thought they mentioned that the last boss is a monkey. I guess I heard wrong.
It's not a monkey, it's just the monkey posters. The last boss is different.
So this is the last boss?
I'd assume this is the Hitler replacement. Yeah.
It is. Wow. Okay. I was really happy for Hitler Monkey, but I guess
Don't tell
Dirty
Bear.
Bear?
Don't tell Bear.
I fed
Don't
bear
tell
to sleep.
about what we did today.
I fed bear to sleep.
And cleaned it. You cleaned the bear.
Hey, does this count as one of Soviet Bear's game?
No, that's gotta be an entire episode. Which, unlucky for him.
I did not post
Super
anything, and I
terrifying.
definitely did not tag Bear in it.
Don't tag people.
I didn't. I wouldn't do something
What are
like
the
that.
eyes? Terrifying.
Carl
Echo Camel.
It's Carl the camel!
Ginny Giraffe.
Ginny Giraffe. Also, we are hitting the unclean animals.
Melvin the monkey.
Oh, there he is.
These are some anime
Hiding
ass
bird.
eyes, though.
Or the bear. Oh, that's just that.
It looped.
Okay.
Oh, fucking blue.
That was worth it. That was absolutely worth it. So let's rank this.
Okay, yeah, let's we're done with this. Whoop. Okay. So,
Oh yeah, we were talking about Wolfenstein, weren't we? I forgot.
yes.
Wolfenstein 3D. Pretty good.
Yeah, Wolfenstein 3D holds up pretty well.
No, it doesn't.
Let's see.
What doesn't is Super Noah's Ark 3D.
Okay, those goes in resistant. Let's see. Let's do Wolfenstein first. So Wolfenstein's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it holds up.
Let's see.
A little
there
bit
any,
further up.
Let's.
FPSs in this list?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
essentially,
I know.
Wolfenstein is live based, and when you die, you have.
Is this
Good.
the first first-person shooter we've done? mean-
No. Well, we've done Jumping Flash.
And there's
I'd
Catacomb
say-
3D.
5 or 6, maybe.
Yeah, I can't argue any higher than that because just, you know, some aging has taken place.
I just look forward to Lola doing Doom, which is
Yeah.
better.
What was
Yeah.
Psycho Dream?
Psycho Dream was a platformer for the SNES.
Oh, okay.
It's really neat.
I would
Very
put this
confusing.
I'll
Kind
put
of
it
a
at
dick.
5.
You're thinking 5?
6 for me.
Yeah, if we've got a ceiling of 5, I'm gonna put it at its ceiling.
I
Because,
kind of think 6.
Yeah, 6 sounds fine to me.
Let's see, what's...
Meh.
6 is okay.
Let's see.
You go in the trash.
You go in the trash.
Stop being so kind.
Trash slime.
No.
Slime made of
It's not in
garbage.
3D. Let's see. 219. 1993. That's not 1993. That's
Stop
not
being so
1993.
kind. I'm either at the top or at the very bottom. Y'all are doing like all the in-betweens. I'm just carrying the ends.
Let's see that. PC.
Sorry, I'm not prone to extremes.
Yeah, action FPS. That is war. Okay, so
Also apolitical.
let's see.
Wolfenstein 3D had... So if you go non-boss enemy types, you had dog, soldier, officer, commander. So that's 4 enemies. Then you had... I think there were 6 bosses in total. Hans Gross, Dr. Shabs, and then Hitler. And you had the 3 bosses from the prequels.
You forgot the Hitler wizards.
Right, Hitler Wizard. Sorry, so 5 enemies?
Oh, don't forget the secret Pac-Man ghost. There's a
Wait,
secret
sh-
Pac-Man level.
And the mutants, so 6 enemies.
Did we count the Pac-Man ghost?
Where's the Pac-Man ghost?
No, we did not find the Pac-Man ghost.
Yeah, there's a secret Pac-Man level.
Ah, yeah. But yeah. I am kind of excited for Doom, though.
Yep.
Doom is good.
All right, let's see. Let's see what to call this. What to call out for this?
So I'm gonna say music.
I didn't
I love
particularly
the
care for the music.
The music was okay, but I wouldn't call
Yeah,
it,
it's
like,
just kind of
exceptional.
there.
Charm, because killing Nazis is a
Yeah,
good time.
the let's see that again alone
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the Death Cam
Stupid.
trademark.
I mean, I feel like that's cherry on top of the fact that we're just slaughtering Nazis wholesale, which is, always a charming good time.
Well,
Eh.
the game probably leave alone.
For its time. I mean,
Let's see.
What do you think of the art?
good art.
Yeah.
I would say it's difficult. We saw how many hits
Yeah.
it took.
Yeah, no, it's a fucker.
Yeah.
Well, difficulty, again, it also depends on the difficulty setting that you have it on, as well as...
Yep.
how
Well,
close
granted,
you
I
are.
also had it on easy, and I was also just, if I stood next to an enemy that I didn't see, I'd just get obliterated.
Right, yeah. Yeah,
Right.
no, I'll cop to that.
Graphics get EA, I'd say.
Yep.
Hell yes, they do.
Let's see. Any particular yay or nay? I don't know, actually.
It's very labyrinthine and maze-like, and I
Oh, yeah,
do
the-
find a lot of the levels kind of shitty, so I would say...
I'd
Yeah.
give it a
design-
cheese.
Nay for level design, for sure.
Yep. I just...
And yeah,
I'll
the
do
cheese,
this.
because you take so many hits out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'll cop to that one, too.
Yep. There. All right.
Sounds good to me.
So, Super 3D Noah's Ark.
21.
It is a 19.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it full 21, but
No. It's something you got to experience, and
You
then
really
after you've
don't.
done it, once you've experienced it, you never need to ever again.
I don't think you need to experience it personally.
But the bear!
Who gives
mean,
a
if it's-
shit about the bear?
I do, because Bear is my friend.
not that bear. It's got green shit all over him.
He was hiding in a bush.
But he was our friend, and we needed to undress him and then feed him.
Yeah, that's a 21.
Now you're just making it
That's
finish.
a 21.
I don't know. There wasn't just a single redeemable thing about that, and like, yeah, it's a dumb Bible game, but also I don't think it's worth seeing or experiencing personally. Because like you saw how quickly we got tired of it.
Also, frame. Also, playing it is a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nope, definitely.
I'd say whimsical. Not Toho. What's it called? Let's just do this, and this.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
and
gonna
this.
fight that.
And
Not gonna thumbs down the narrative or whatever.
it just didn't have any. And I can't think of any, well, other than, yeah. Alright.
See, that one really liked wide open areas, which is fucking foul in that kind of game.
Yeah.
At least with the original Wolfenstein, even though I think like it used hit scan, so they gave you a lot of cover to kind of hide behind in order to avoid it.
Yeah.
Whereas Super Noah's Ark, I think, also used hit scan, but then ignored all the things that made Wolfenstein sort of like balancing that out.
Alright. So yeah, there is that. So we have now done Wolfenstein, which of course means that we can move on to other bigger, and one could say more ultimate things.
Really? Fucking really?
Yeah, I can't wait to do Blood.
Yes.
Yep. So, thank you all for watching. If you're watching this on Twitch, you can go to my Twitch channel or my YouTube channel at youtube.ltv.life. I will have all these episodes up. We're gonna have the ones from yesterday and the day before up to this afternoon. I will have this episode up this and tomorrow afternoon. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/puzzlo. Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the exception of marathons, of which there will be one next week, which start at noon EST. There's also ones at Sunday at 1 p.m. EST. There's also my personal Twitter at LoadUpPuzzlo, the show's Twitter at Hazeltown Story. There's a Discord where you can take part in polls, and if you are a sub patron, Relief Drive donator, and or Nitro Booster, you can, to the Discord channel, you can take part in special polls. There's also Patreon, which at you can go to, oh yeah, EDT, excuse me, I forget that that's a thing. There's also the Patreon at $2 and $5 tiers, help with various hosting costs that lets me, host some things like Media Delta. So, next Friday, Eternal Doom, and I want you to take a look at Doom 1. And I'm going to have to stop myself, and by that I mean I'm not going to. I might actually just play Doom Eternal on stream as well.
I mean, if you do
will
Doom,
destroy
you need to do ultra violence.
I mean,
It's the way to play.
Yeah, it's the way to play it.
And I'm really
Also,
excited
you
because
still need to do 2016 first if you're gonna do Eternal.
Well, then
Yeah.
I'd also have to do Doom 2 and 3, which I
No, because 2016's a reboot!
yeah, it
Right.
is. And Eternal is so 2016 is basically Doom 1 and Doom Eternal is Doom 2. So.
I suppose. I also have that installed. Anyway, so yes, we're really done a lot earlier than usual, so Bear's not going to be done, especially also with daylight savings time.
Yeah, Bear's
Bear's
like
not-
an hour
an hour and a
ahead
half.
of us.
Yeah, so go hang out and enjoy your Sunday, and then an hour later go check Bear doing more Digimon. So, later.
They are the champions.
Later.